Take 3. Little river made of clay and light, flowing on your way to another space and time. Down the way, wandering, you know that flow you bring. I know, I'm like this river, but I've been too afraid to trust the ways you're unfolding, dear. Here I want to force you in my way, to be another thing, to be okay each day, to look like someone else. But hey, you got this little Mississippi flow, flowing downward to a warmer place. Well, you know, down south is where the race is won, and it's okay. You don't need to be frozen anymore, 'cause you were made for warmer worlds, and you were holding on, trying to imitate this place all your life, all your life, all your life, all your life. But you don't have to be like anyone else here for your life, for your life, for your life, for your life. If it's cold up north, my hands are frozen to the bone, and I wanna go home, and I wanna go home down south, where I found my heart, I found my voice, and I figured out that I have a choice. It's not against you to say these words. It's not against you at all if you feel big instead of small up here in frozen places, like you do, like you do. There's so many ways to be a person, like we do, like we do. There's so many ways to be a person. There's so many views, so many ways, so many clues, so many days, and you can be you, and I can be me, and we can be free and flow like a family of ideas down a river of dreams. Oh, Mississippi River in my heart, you life giver. It's a start to admit that I'm too cold and I'm getting old, and I want to go where I feel I'll be known, and I want to go where I feel at home. And it's not here. And that's okay. You can love places for other people. You can appreciate other people's choices. You can live inside your own voice. You can become what you need to become. If you had one more day to live tonight, where would you go? Who would you be with? What would you do? How about 1 week, 1 day, 1 night? That's rough, but it's a Bible devotional that I have on my phone just popped up, and it asks that question. And those are hard questions to answer, but go where you really feel not just who loves you. It's not just about that. There's places, and there's meaning, and there's resonance, and you know where you belong. And if you don't, spend some time figuring out your song. It is very, very, very cold here. I mean, I'm being a bit extreme about it, but I was in southern Indiana a week ago, and it was much warmer there. And that song wasn't really about southern Indiana versus Minnesota. It was more about a Mississippi River analogy. and how when we're young, you know, you may be a tiny river like this and think that that's all there is to you. And other people may try to freeze you in place or get you to reinvent yourself. They're not doing it to be mean. They just think maybe that for your own goodness and your own health, that maybe you would like that, but they don't know where you're flowing. No one knows but you, and even you probably don't. And if you looked at this river, you would never know what it's going to become so far south of here. Well, the Mississippi's mighty, but it starts in Minnesota, at a point where you can walk across 5 steps down. And I guess that's how it starts, like a pinprick to my heart. But at this point you rush right through me and I start to drown. So that can be about a relationship, as I know the Indigo Girls probably meant it to be. And this isn't the point where it started. That's 3 hours north of here. But still pretty small, like a very ordinary river, right? But it could be for a relationship, or it could be a metaphor for your own life and your own talent and your own vision and your own dreams, things that nobody but you knows, and even you may not know. And if you don't, and you're a spiritual person like me and you believe in God, you can pray about it. Pray for clarity, pray for guidance, pray for meaning. It's not about being rich and famous. It's about living a life that feels like it's in alignment with your truest self. And every so often it may feel like it should be about being rich and famous, because that's how the world measures things. And the world may not seem like they value or validate you, which will make you fall back into those same stumbling places of, well, should I be trying to be rich and famous? But you know what resonance is. If you're watching this channel, you know what resonance is. And whether or not I ever get rich and famous, even if it's just in the way that the Mississippi River got rich and famous. Not rich, it was always rich in northern Minnesota, or, you know, I guess it's richer down south, but that's through flowing and being itself, not through any effort. Well, I mean, things take effort, but it's a personal thing. And it's hard to explain when under pressure. I don't know, I'm just rambling, and I shouldn't just use up all my storage on my phone, because I just don't have that much anymore, at least until I clean things out. I like to use up all my resources and then be frustrated when I don't have resources, so that's one of my weaknesses. Anyway, have a great day, bye.